In this video, we will see about software as a services, platform as a services, and information as a services. As all of these known as a SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. These are the layer of cloud computing. So we will see one by one. First one is a SaaS, means software as a service. So software as a service is also known as a cloud application service and represent the most commonly utilized option for business in the cloud market. Software as a service utilize the internet to deliver applications which are managed by a third party vendor to its user. A majority of SaaS applications run directly through your web browser, which means they do not require any download or installations on the client side. SaaS delivery. Due to its web delivery model, SaaS eliminates the need to have IT staff download and install applications on each individual computer. With SaaS vendor, manage all potential technical issues such as data, middleware, server, and storage so that resulting in the streamlined maintenance and support for the business. What are the advantages of SaaS? So it will provide numerous advantages to employee and the companies by greatly reducing the time and money spent on tedious tasks such as installing, managing, and upgrading software. This frees up plenty of time for technical staff to spend on more pressing matter and issues within the organizations. Basically, there are some characteristics about the SaaS, and these are given some few characteristics like as a managed from a central locations, we can host on a remote server, we can SaaS can be accessible over the internet, and the user not responsible for hardware or software updates. When we use software as a services, so software as a services may be the most beneficial option in several situations, including like as a startup or a small companies that need to launch in e-commerce quickly and do not have time for server issues or software. Second one is short-term project that required quick, easy, and affordable collaborations. Third one is applications that are not needed too often, such as tax software. And fourth one is applications that need both web and mobile access. Now there are some limitations about each technology. So there is also limitations of software as a services. And first limitations is interoperability, means integration with the existing apps and the services can be a major concern if the SaaS app is not designed to follow open standard for integration. In this case, organization may need to design their own integration system or reduce dependency with SaaS services, which may not always be. Next one is a vendor lock. So in vendor lock, vendors may make it easy to join a service and difficult to get out of it. For instance, the data may not be portable technically or cost effectively across. So SaaS app from other vendors without incurring significant cost or in-house engineering work. Not every vendor follow standard API protocols and tools at the features could be necessary for creation business tasks. Next limitations is lack of integration support. As we know that many organizations require deep integration with on-premises apps, data, and services. The SaaS vendor may offer limited support in this regard, forcing organizations to invest internal resource in designing and managing integration. The complexity of integration can further limit how the SaaS app or other dependent service can be used. Next one is the data security. So large volume of data may have to be exchanged to the backend data center of SaaS apps in order to perform the necessary software functionalities. Transferring sensitive business information to public cloud based SaaS services may result in compromised security and compliance in addition to significant cost for migrations large data workload. Next limitation is customization. So SaaS app offer minimal customization capabilities since a one size fit all solutions does not exist. User may be limited to specific functionality, performance, and integration as offered by the vendor. In contrast, on-premises solutions that come with several software development kits offer a high degree of customization option. Next one is a lack of control. So SaaS solution involve handling control over the third-party service provider. These controls are not limited to the software in terms of the version, updates, or appearance, but also the data and governance. Customer may therefore need to redefine their data security and governance model to fit the feature and functionality of the SaaS services. Next one is the feature limitations. So since SaaS app often come in standardized format, the choice of features may be a compromising trade-off against security, cost, performance, or other organizational policies. Furthermore, vendors' lock-in cost or security concern may mean it is not viable to switch vendors or service to serve new feature requirement in the future. Next one is a performance and downtime. Because the vendor control and manage the SaaS services, your customer now depend on vendors to maintain the service security and performance. Planned and unplanned maintenance, cyber attack, or network issues may impact the performance of the SaaS app despite adequate service level agreement protections in place. And these are the some example of SaaS like as a Google G Suite, Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx, SAP Concur, and GoToMeeting. These are the example of SaaS, software as a service. Now we will see what is PaaS. PaaS is stand for Platform as a Service, and it is also a cloud platform service, also known as a platform as a service. It provides cloud component to certain software while being used mainly for the applications. PaaS delivers a framework for developer that they can build upon and use to create customized applications. All server storage and networking can be managed by the enterprise or a third party provider while the developer can maintain management of the applications. In the case of PaaS delivery, the delivery model of PaaS is similar to as a SaaS, except instead of delivering the software over the internet, PaaS provide a platform for software creations. And this platform is delivered via the web, giving developers the freedom to create on building the software without having to worry about the operating systems, software additions, storage, or infrastructure. And it also business it PaaS is also allows business to design and create applications that are built into the PaaS with special software component. These applications, sometimes called middleware, are scalable and highly available as they taken on creation's cloud characteristics. There are some advantages of PaaS, and it does not depend on the size of your company. Using PaaS offer numerous advantages like as a simple, cost-effective development and deployment of applications, scalable, highly availability. Developer can customize apps without the headache of maintaining of the software. Significant reductions in the amount of coding needed, automations of business policies, and easy migrations to the hybrid model. It also has many characteristics that define it as a cloud service and include like as a builds on virtualization technology, so resource can easily be scaled up or down as your business changes. It provides a variety of service to assist with the development, testing, and the deployment of applications, accessible to numerous users via the same development applications, and it will integrate web services and databases. Well, we use PaaS, so utilizing PaaS is a beneficial, sometimes even necessary in several situations. And for example, PaaS can streamline workflow when multiple developers are working on the same development project. And if other vendor must be include PaaS can provide a great speed and flexibility to the entire process. PaaS is particularly beneficial if you need to create customized applications. This this could service also can greatly reduce cost, and it can simply some challenges that come up with you are rapidly developed for the deployment of any apps. So this is when we use PaaS or platform as a service. Now there are some limitations like as the first limitations is a data security, means data which are used in the processing of the information in PaaS are secure or not. This is a question. So organizations can run their own apps and service using a PaaS solution, but the data residing in the third party vendor control cloud server poses security risk and concern. Your security options may be limited as customer may not be able to deploy service with specific hosting policies. Second limitation is integration. The complexity of the connecting the data stored with an outside on-site data center or off-site premises cloud is increased, which may affect which applications and the service can be adopted with the PaaS offering. and particularly when not every component of legacy IT system is built for the cloud. Integration with the existing services and infrastructure may be challenged. Next limitation is vendor lock-in. It means that when a business and a technical requirement that drive decision for a specific PaaS solution may not apply in the future. If the vendor has not provisioned convenient migration policies, switching to alternative PaaS options may not be possible without affecting the business. Next one is the customizations of legacy system. So PaaS may not be a plug and play solutions for the existing legacy applications and services. Instead, several customizations and configuration change may be necessary for legacy system to work with the PaaS service. And the resulting customizations can result in the complex IT system that may limit the value of the PaaS investment altogether. Next one is the runtime issues. So, in addition to limitations associated with the specific apps and services, PaaS solution may not be optimized for the language and framework of your choice. A specific framework version may not be available or perform optimally with the PaaS services. Customers may not be able to develop custom dependency with the platform. Next one is the operational limitations. So customized cloud operations with the management automations workflow may not apply to PaaS solution, as the platform tend to limit operational capabilities for the end user. Although this is intended to reduce the operational burden on end user, the loss of operational control may affect how PaaS solutions are managed, provisioned, and operated. And these are the some example of PaaS like as a AWS Elastic, Beanstalk, Windows Azure, Heroku, Force.com, Google App Engine, and OpenShift. Next one is information as a service. So third service is information as a service, also known as the IaaS, are made of highly scalable and automated compute resource, and it is fully self-service for accessing and monitoring computer, network, storage, and other services. It allows businesses to purchase the resource on demand and as needed instead of having to buy hardware outright. It delivers the cloud computing infrastructure, including server, network, operating system, and storage through virtualization technology. These cloud servers are typically provided to the organization through a dashboard or an API, giving IaaS client complete control over the entire infrastructure. It provides the same technology and capability as traditional data center without having a physical maintaining or managing all of its, and the clients can still access their server and storage directly, but it allows outsource through a virtual data center in the cloud. It opposes SaaS or PaaS or IaaS client are responsible for managing aspects such as the applications, runtime, operating systems, middleware, and data. However, It provides of the information as a service, manage the server, hard drives, networking, virtualizations, and storage. Some providers even offer more service beyond the virtualization layer, such as the databases or message queuing. Advantages are like the most flexible cloud computing model, easy to automate the deployment of storage, networking, servers, and processing power. Hardware purchases can be based on the consumptions. Client retain complete control of their infrastructure, and the resource can be purchased as needed, and this one will be highly scalable. Now next, we will see what is the characteristics of information as a service. So it includes resource are available as a service, cost varies depending on the consumptions, service are highly scalable, and multiple user on a single piece of hardware. Organizations retain complete control of the infrastructure, dynamic and flexible. And when we use information as a services, so just like the SaaS and PaaS, there are specific situations where information as a services are most advantageous, and these are when startups and small companies may prefer information as a services to avoid spending time and money on purchasing and creating hardware as well as software. Larger companies may prefer to retain complete control over their applications and infrastructure, but they want to purchase only what they actually consume or need. Company experiencing rapid growth like the scalability of information as a service, and they can change out specific hardware and software easily as their need involved. Anytime you are unsure for a new application's demand, information as a service offer plenty of flexible and scalable. And there are some limitations of also. So like as a security. So when we talk about the security, customer is in control of the apps, data and middleware and the operating system platform. Security threats can still be sourced from the host or other virtual machines. Inside threats or system may expose data communications between the host infrastructure and the virtual machine to unauthorized entities. Legacy system operating in the cloud. So while customer can run legacy app in the cloud, the infrastructure may not be designed to deliver a specific control to secure the legacy app. Minor enhancement to the legacy app may be required before migration them to the cloud, possibly leading to new security issues unless adequately testing for the security and performance in the information as a service system. Internal resource and training. So additional resource and training may be required for the workforce to learn how to effectively manage the infrastructure. Customer will be responsible for data security, backup, and business continuity. Due to inadequate control into the infrastructure, however, monitoring and management of the resource may be difficult without adequate training and resource available in-house. Next one is the multi-tenant security. Since the hardware resources are dynamically allocated across user as made available, the vendor is required to ensure that other customer cannot access data deposited to storage accessed by previous customer. Similarly, customer must rely on the vendor to ensure that VM are adequate isolated with the multi-tenant and cloud architecture. And these are the some example of IaaS, like as a DigitalOcean, Linode, Rackspace, Amazon Web Services, Cisco Meta Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and Google Computing Engine. These are the example of information as a services. So we see a common example of SaaS, PaaS, and information as a service IaaS. Like in the case of software as a services, example are Google Apps, Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx, Concur, GoToMeeting. Example of platform as a services like as a AWS Elastic Beanstalk, Windows Azure, Heroku, Force.com, Google App Engine, Apache Struts, and OpenShift. And in the case of information as a services, some common examples are like as a DigitalOcean, Linode, Rackspace, Amazon Web Services, Cisco Metaport, Microsoft Azure, and Google Computing Engine. These are the some examples of the software as a services, platform as a services, and information as a service. Now, there is another fourth term used, XaaS, that is everything as a service. Means it will include SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. So, one term you are likely seeing more frequently in the world of SaaS are everything as a service. XaaS referred to the highly individualized, responsive, data-driven product and offering that are fully controlled by the customer. And the data they provide via everyday IoT powered source like cell phone and thermostat. By using the data generated over the cloud, business can innovate faster, deepen their customers, relationships, and sustain the sale beyond the initial product purchase. So SaaS is a critical enabler for the autonomous digital enterprises. Now, there are some services of each, so we will discuss one by one. Like in case of SaaS services, so there are some SaaS services like as the email and office productivity, billing system, like as application service to manage customer billing based on the users and subscriptions to product and service. So these are the service like as a CRM means customer relationship management, collaborations means tools that allow user to collaborate in the work group within enterprise and across enterprises. Content management system, document management system, financial and human resource, sales, social networking, enterprise resource planning. These are the example of software as a services. When we talk about the PaaS, so there are also some services provided by platform as a service like as a business intelligence, database, development and testing, integration, application deployment. And in the case of information as a services, so the services are backup and recovery, compute, content delivery network, that is also CDN. Basically, CDN store content and files to improve the performance and the cost of delivering content for the web-based system. Next one is a service management, then storage. So these are the some services of software as a services, information as a services, and platform as a services.